Hello everyone, welcome back for one final round of Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption. We've got 3 bosses ahead of us. As always, the toughest ones and the ones that I fight having made the most sacrifices. So really not a whole lot has changed about them except that I have slightly more health than I did in the preceding playthrough. Yeah, we've already heard everything she's got to say, so we'll move right along. At this point, any attention that I draw to her is just for the purpose of reminding you that, yeah, she's there, she's a thing. Kinda useless at this point. I managed no deaths in the last video. It would be really great if I could keep that up. I don't think I'm going to keep that up. But we'll see. And there's an upcoming challenge to complete the entire game on 1 life. Just make your way through all 8 bosses. So, that's something I certainly want to practice for. I was rolling at that point. I don't know how that one hit me. Well, I thought 2 hits was the right amount after he shoots all those bullets. Guess it was 1 too many. Possibly 2 too many. Be interesting to see how I would go about a no-death challenge. I mean, it seems like you'd have to play even more defensively than usual. Because, 1 death at this point, and you're right back to the start. Shame he doesn't have the circling thing that Camberluce has. That would be really convenient. You just keep making him circle around. Admittedly, through most parts of the fight, that would be worse than useless. But there we go. That's the right timing to dodge the bullets, and I don't think you want to try to dodge them by moving away from him, because then they'll just come at you along the ground, and I think they'll be even harder to dodge. So, nearly done with the easy part of the fight. I don't know how I'm actually consistently dodging that one. But yeah, you can get in a couple of good attacks while he's down there. You'll lose some health, but I think most of the time it's going to be worth it. Yeah, that's what I was expecting, more of an earth-shattering stomp. And that's probably the worst time for him to collapse. But I don't know if he summons even more minions. It looks like maybe he did. Because most of the ones that he summoned the first time are still around. Usually he'd have killed them by now with his area attacks. But we're pretty well in the clear now. Making dodges that would be physically impossible in real life, but that's sort of the point. And I guess it doesn't really matter if I die after already killing him, since I wasn't planning to redeem him anyway. But I haven't done it yet. Why get started now? Alright, 1 boss left, as always, saving the worst for last. See, the rhyme here even says the end of your path. I'm sure they intend you to fight Angron last. He's also, I'm pretty sure, the last of the bosses that you fight if you go through the Nightmare Challenge. So he's just last in every possible respect. I think I have got some new small strategic tidbits that I can put to advantage in this fight. So we'll see. It might go a little more smoothly this time than it has in the past. Or it might be just as much a fiasco. Yeah, that was good. I think he did take a little tiny bit of damage from sticking his fist in the fire. Yeah, it didn't get out of the way in time that time. The neat thing is you can actually hit his head at that point when he sticks it to the ground. It doesn't actually do any more damage than just hitting him in the arm. But you can do it. Now, I'm surprised at how early he destroyed the ledge this time. I suppose I should have just taken it as a bad sign right up front. I mean, that is one quality of life thing I can say about the game. They don't make you actually run all the way back from the far end to fight him each time. Just the first time in every playthrough. Alright, getting some solid damage there. Now, I've discovered you can actually hit his hands while he's pulling them back. It's just kind of a risk. That was some really, really bad positioning on my part. I think it's about time for him to destroy the ledge, because I can't really get any closer to him than this. Yeah, there we go. Wait until I run forward, and then go for it. Alright, I was ready for the fist this time. See if I can get him to put the lava balls somewhere where they're not going to get in my way. Alright, I'm a lot happier with the way this fight is going. Not just because I was already long dead by this point last time. It seems kind of silly just how useless most of the attack items are in this fight. And I think that was just sheer invulnerability rolling right through his fist. And not actually moving anywhere. That one too. So can you imagine what this fight would be like if you weren't invulnerable while you're rolling? just kinda something to chew on for a bit. See, things that look more like that. I'm kind of surprised he's still letting me have this much of the ledge to work with. Although, he kind of pinned me against a lot of his exploding guys right there. He's still going! Now he's got to break the last part of the ledge, but he's pretty much dead. I think if I could actually hit his hands, he'd pretty much be finished, right there. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. And we're done. Just one last kill to make. And it's on to the final boss. So to recap, we have destroyed all of the bosses except for Chanel. And you might notice something a little different here. I'm not sure whether that heartbeat was audible previously, but the heart is now blue instead of red.
I remember. At last I remember. I finally realized the truth. I brought these sins into the world. Who better to punish them than me? I gave them what they deserved. Now I face the final sinner. I deserve no mercy. This ends here.
See, I'm pretty sure that was exactly the same cutscene that played the first time I got to this fight, but now we got lightning, we got blue whatever that is dripping down, and now this is called the False Heart instead of whatever was before, Burning Purgatory. And now, when I attack Adam, I recover a little bit of health. There is actual health recovery in this fight, which you'd think might make it easier, and in a way it does, but he's got some new tricks up his sleeve, as you'll see. This is not the same fight that I'm familiar with. And that combo isn't even what I was talking about. Although I think that is new. I don't think the original Adam had anything like that. But we'll see whether I can get my parry timing off in the manner I used to be able to do. Or just lean heavily on the fact that I am actually recovering health without having to use up my healing items. He still kinda sets himself on fire, which I still have no idea what that does. Alright, now we're back into the groove. And I think it's about time for him to pull out his greatsword. I don't know whether that was going to hurt me or not. That was kind of a weird effect. And now he shoots missiles at me, which loop around. And he's already on fire. Yeah, the whole rest of the fight, he's going to be periodically exploding. Which is nice, because this is the same pattern that I was actually able to deal with in the first fight. I don't have to deal with the whole greatsword charge where he aims in the right direction every swing. Getting tired is still a big pain. And yeah, now he's got some kind of area attack. And homing projectiles that you have to make sure you dodge in the direction that doesn't have a wall. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to get out of the way of that one. It might be one of those attacks that as soon as he gets it off, you're just done. Hey look, here's what happens if you get caught in this area attack. Zawadado! I have no idea whether that ever wears off or not. I could just be stuck in slow motion for the rest of the fight. But, simple note to self, when he starts using the slowdown effect, don't be inside the ring. I think I got some amazingly good patterns for the start of this fight. And definitely going to take advantage of his charge-up animation. Or any other animations, frankly. Alright, so that animation does actually hurt me a little bit. Yeah, it was a bit slow on the draw there. I still hit him, though. You can see the health coming out. But yeah, when he does the slowdown animation, it's actually a really good time to hurl a spear at him. Although in this form, he doesn't seem to be very interested in dodging at all. He's just going to stand there and take it. Okay, one more hit than I'm used to, but I managed to recover pretty well. It's all looking for familiar patterns. Yeah, he was about to explode there, but I couldn't really back off at that point. And just let the homing bullets do their thing. Interestingly, once he's shot them, they actually home back to him, so if he charges all the way across the battlefield, he can just pull them right back to you. I really don't know what I was thinking there. But I'm not too far down at this point, and if I can get a hit or two on him, then I'll recover back to full health, so might as well just see it through at this point. Yeah, there we go, right into the homing bullets. Barely got out of the way of that one in time. And thank you, Wall, for actually keeping me right where he was about to land. I have no idea what's going on anymore. There's a lot happening in this fight, and it's very confusing. Well, let's just go back to the pattern that you used to do, you know, the double attack that leaves you open for stuff. Okay, that time I saw it coming. Probably not the right weapon to throw during that animation. Hey, look, it's my favorite attack! Couple more of those and we're in good shape. Am I the only one who hears a heartbeat? And it's not mine for once. Okay, I think one more time will do it. For either of us. I've still got heals left. Really, I just need to make sure that I don't get caught in any more explosions. Oh, come on! I'd almost say I'm willing to take the slowdown if I can get in some good hits while he's pulling it off. I have no idea how I managed to get through all of that without being exhausted. And he's about to explode. Okay, no guts, no glory worked.
To fight sin, one must become a sinner. To believe otherwise is foolish. I embrace my fate and the darkness beyond. It's finally over. Nothing can change? So be it. I chose to walk this path. Through sorrow and suffering, I have found redemption.
I still don't know what that means. So, the lesson of the game was redeem your lust and nothing else? Save your girlfriend, kill all the others? I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to read some semblance of meaning to something that never had it to begin with. But that is the remaining ending of the game. And it unlocks a new weapon for us. The Scythe of Greed. This is Faizatalus' weapon. So, I guess I might as well give it a try, see how it works. To be honest, I should probably trade in the sword and shield for this rather than the greatsword. But I'm only going to be using the scythe to try it out, so it doesn't matter. Might as well see how it controls. There are more attacks that I probably ought to have tried out. I've since discovered that the charged strong attack with this thing actually plants a mine that the enemies can blow up on. But otherwise, it's kind of on par with the greatsword for power and the straight sword for speed, which is really nice. The animations aren't great, but the one thing the scythe does really well is riposts. If you can get off a riposte on Yordo or Adam, this thing does a ton of damage. Otherwise, it's just a fairly standard weapon. It does the trick, nothing all that special. There is absolutely no way I'm going to survive this encounter. But that wasn't the point to begin with. It was always just a matter of seeing how the scythe worked. And I guess at that I succeeded, so I'll use the scythe more in future videos. Until then, I'm just gonna keep throwing myself in nightmare mode until I beat it. And see you for whatever there is next time.